Once upon a time, in the peaceful village of Umudara, the people lived by the rhythm of the seasons. Every family worked hard on their farms, growing yams, cassava, maize, and vegetables. Harvest season was always a time of celebration, with drums, dancing, and thanksgiving. But for 3 years in a row, something terrible happened. Just days before harvest, crops began to disappear in the middle of the night. Entire rows of maize vanished. Freshly harvested yams were stolen from storage barns. Cassava fields were stripped bare before sunrise. The villagers were frightened. Some whispered that evil spirits were angry, others blamed strangers from neighboring villages. A few even accused innocent neighbors, and friendships began to fall apart. The village chief called several meetings, but no one could explain the mysterious thefts. Among the villagers lived an elderly widow named Mama Adaku. Though her hair had turned silver, her mind was sharper than a hunter's spear. She spent most of her days weaving baskets and listening more than she spoke. One evening, while everyone argued in the village square, Mama Adaku quietly said, "Greed always leaves footprints. We simply haven't been looking in the right place." The villagers laughed. "What can an old woman discover that strong young men cannot?" they mocked. Mama Adaku smiled, but said nothing. The next morning, before sunrise, she walked through the farms, carrying only her walking stick and a small basket. She noticed something strange. The footprints near the stolen fields were not those of many people. They belonged to only one person who always wore the same worn-out sandals with a broken heel. She also found tiny pieces of fresh cassava leaves caught in thorn bushes along a narrow path leading toward the forest. Instead of telling anyone, Mama Adaku followed the trail every evening for 3 days. On the fourth night, hidden behind a thick palm tree, she saw a shadow pushing a wooden cart loaded with stolen yams and maize. The thief stopped at an abandoned hut deep inside the forest. The next morning, Mama Adaku quietly informed the chief. This time, the chief believed her. That night, the village hunters surrounded the hut. When they opened the door, everyone gasped. The thief was not a stranger. It was Obi, one of the wealthiest farmers in the village. The villagers could hardly believe their eyes. Obi already owned the largest farmland, the biggest barn, and more livestock than anyone else. The chief asked in disbelief, "Why would a man who already has so much steal from those who have so little?"